So in order to honor the release of Age of Extinction toys, yes, I thought I would get out all my dinosaur transformers and let you have a look. And you know what? I wish I hadn't.
Unknown transforming robot. It's probably shit, but if I just bet a quid, it really won't matter.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Ray here, back for another Transformers transformation review thingy. I think it's only been 4 months, but it feels a bit longer since I've been here amongst you. It's the 17th of May, so it feels like a proper time for me to end my hiatus for all kinds of reasons. Because it's auto assembly season, hence the green t-shirt. Left over from my birthday, and I haven't worn it since then. Anybody who was at my birthday party in January. Where was I? Well, yes, May the 17th. So it's new toy day, new Transformers day, and I'm pleasantly surprised. After being initially horrified and thinking, oh, I'm not going to want any of these because they're all simple kids toys, and then realizing no, in actual fact we are going to get some toys eventually that we might like, the generations et al. There was a bit of a hairy moment where I was thinking that the UK aren't going to get anything decent this year. Anyway, so I've got new toys, and we, the people, have new toys because they're in the shops and we want them. I only bought the Dinobots, obviously. I don't want any of those cars because they're shite. It is auto assembly season. It's May the 17th, and also my back is better. Back. Anybody's got a bad back knows what it can do to you. I've been making music and writing music and performing music, and I've got things in the pipeline that I'm not going to tell you about until they come to fruition. There we go. So it's auto assembly season. I'm very excited. You're very excited. We, the Transformers community, are very excited, and it's all good. Now, the YouTube page is really wonderful. I visited it today. I spent about 5 minutes there, and I had a brief look around the place. Do you know, it's just, maybe you're the same. Facebook just doesn't have any attraction for me, you know. I go on it now and well, or rather my better half goes on every day and says, oh look, there's a picture of your sister when she get married. Oh dear me, oh my. But Facebook doesn't really work for me. I don't know what it is about the format. I don't need to spend time considering it. I'm sure there are more learned and interesting individuals who have devoted X amount of pages to the study of. I am rambling. So I thought a good way back in would be to get out the dinosaur transformers. I thought, yeah, that's good because, yeah, that was the Facebook page. So you, the people of Facebook page, the Transformers YouTube Facebook page. That's probably the reason I'm doing this tonight. Yeah, it is the reason. You guys. And you were showing off your dinosaurs. Why not? I have a pet dinosaur. I keep it under the stairs. His name's Fred. No, I'm digressing again. So I got all the dinosaur transformers that I own. And it was interesting because I got, these are the obvious ones, and then these ones, and then these ones. And then I thought, here I go. And I was like, oh no. And there's this one as well. And I was sitting here and I noticed in the back, he was there. It was Triptychon, and I thought, well, he has to come out as well. And I thought, oh, yeah, well, have him as well. I thought, right, I've got them all now. And I was getting ready. I thought, oh, there's that as well. And so I've kind of decimated my collection. There's things taken from everywhere. And if you have as many Transformers as I do, in order to get into here, you have to take everything off the shelves. So I hope you guys appreciate this. I've decimated my entire collection. I have on the floor 48 bots, ladies and gentlemen. They are all dinosaur transformers. My question to you is, how many dinosaur transformers do you own? I genuinely want to know, because I didn't know I had 48 dinosaur transformers. There may be more, and I'm looking about. I'm waiting for someone to go, you forgot about me, you wanker. But maybe not. Oh, I'm taking my socks off. It's too freaking hot. So where shall I start? I shall start with Generation 1. Oh god, that's better. So, Generation 1, where do we begin? We begin here. So where do we begin when we talk about dinosaur transformers? And what, there are some things that didn't make it, and I'll show you those later. But where we begin, I suppose, is here. We're Generation 1, of course, all the way back in the day. And these, of course, weren't originally designed by Hasbro. They were designed with these Microman Transformers, yeah, and that he had the little Microman that lived in here, which was cool. And this, of course, is Grimlock, and he is an abiding memory from Generation 1, and also he's just iconic because we have Grimlocks to this day, and there's ones being released as we speak. Generation 1 Grimlock is a honey. There's number 1. Then we are Snarling. This guy is a lot heavier than Grimlock. Very, very cool. Love these guys. And the Stegosaurus. And then we're having a little bit of Sludge. And we are having a Sludge as well, I believe. Is he called Sludge or Slog or something like that? This is number 3. And then we're a Slag or Slog or Slug or whatever you like. This guy is also awesome. All these Generation 1 Transformers are just profoundly sexy. And then the very fragile Swope, who wasn't released in the UK. Like so many other Transformers, they're not released in the UK. Why? Go and ask Hasbro. I think Hasbro needs a can of whip ass opened up on them. I really do. I do not appreciate the distributing decisions that they've made. Lovely. And the next place we land naturally, ladies and gentlemen, is of course this beautiful chap. This is Generation 1 Triptychon. And I love him for all kinds of reasons. He's a triple changer. He's got a dinosaur mode. He's got a base mode. And he's got a battle station mode. Everything you like. He walks. His electronics work. He's got chrome. He is complete. He's absolutely lovely. Keep him in a very special place. Do play with him because he's actually quite robust. Like a lot of Generation 1 stuff. Not like the stuff you get nowadays with the plastic's like 1.5 millimeters thin if you're lucky. This guy, you don't want to get him dropped on your head. Let's put it like that. He is solid. And this is Generation 1 Snapdragon, and I forgot about him until right at the end. It was just like, oh yes, you as well. He does have a dinosaur mode, which he is not in, for the more observant among you. And what's nice about him, again, we've got triple changer. We've got a flight mode, which is a plane mode, and we've got a dinosaur mode in this bot mode. But he's also a headmaster. You must have him complete. Horicon, you must also get his body ape face. They sit over there and they compare kibble, which is very, very nice. They're both very, very impressive. Pterosaur. Grape flavor Pterosaur. Simon, Dinobot. Thrustor. That's a bit dirty. Dinobot. He's had the snip. Rapticon, who can't come out of his package because he was a very naughty boy. Couple of dinky boys. This is Sheila. This is the Curse of Fenric. He can be Backwipe. This one is Predacon Kenner. And this is the very rare Street Drinker Megatron. He's he's lovely. Yeah. This is Transformers Universe Dinobot Striker, and he plays for Beast Machines United. So and this one is called Guiledart. And this flyboy is Air Raptor, but is he a dinosaur? I mean, he's hardly a terrible lizard, but and he's got feathers, but I don't know. Anybody? Mikey, is he? Does he count? Grilldart? Grilldars? No, that's not right. And from Cybertron, Repugnus, the absolutely gorgeous Brimstone. Treacle, no, that's Dennis Potter. I mean, Undermine. Behold, the only power core combiners worth spending any bloody money on. I can tell you that much. Yeah. It's Jeff. You see, I think Cruel Luck counts, even though I don't actually think he's modeled after a dinosaur. He's more like a Gojira, isn't he? But We're getting a Grimlock version of this, and I like this mold very much. So it might not count, but it counts, yeah? Wonderful little Beast Wars mutant that was an Animorph, but is now happily a Transformer. Razor Claw. Yes, got him. Hello? Overkill, originally Grimlock. Predacon, originally Megatron. Grimlock. 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 Swoop. Snarl. Grimlock. Cindersaur. Now, this Cindersaur will make it onto the list because he is modelled after a T-Rex, but the Generation 2 Cindersaur that it's modelled after will not, because he's kind of like a Godzilla monster, isn't he? Yeah, he is. Well, take my word for it. Megatron! Little robot masters Megs, he's so cute. Transmetal Megatron. Just try not to play with it. This is Transformers Animated Transmetal Megatron, and yes, it is a custom job, and I'm very pleased with it. And as of today, ladies and gentlemen, of course, we have little Slug and Slurg. Scorn and Slug, I think, or Slog or something. It's not Slag anyway, unfortunately. They're not going to call them Slag, not anymore. And I do like them. I was a bit reticent. I was a bit worried because I didn't. This guy especially, I thought his aesthetic looked a little Power Ranger-y. Actually, they both looked a little Power Ranger-y to me. But then I realized that what they're going for is kind of. They're going for this kind of knights aesthetic, and they're very kind of chivalrous. They're really, this guy especially, he looks like he's got his lance and his shield and all this kind of shit going on his back. I think he looks great, and his head sculpt, of course, which is very, very knight-like. And this guy I like also, not as much as Scorn, but he's very, very decent. The rest of the Dinobots look great. Grimlock's a must-have. I'm not going to get. I'm not bothered about the Optimus Primes or the cars of this world because they're shite. You know, why have cotton when you can have silk? But liking these guys so far, I'm not horribly disappointed at all by what I'm seeing in Age of Extinction yet. So fingers crossed. And last and definitely not least is this Magmatron, for he will destroy you. He's the king of all evil and all kinds of other wonderful things. He has 3 dinosaurs that combine to form one robot. There's no individual robot modes, there's one combined. There also is a combined beast mode, but we don't talk about that, do we? This guy is just lovely. And he brings the, I think he brings the dinosaur count to 51 if you count his 3 individual dinosaurs. So I've got 51 lying around here. This guy is lovely. I was very, very pleased to get this. He's a piece of work, and he makes you work hard just to get him really complete and to get him really tight. There is a kind of an art to get this guy to work. It's not impossible or annoying by any stretch of the imagination, but to get him really looking really sweet can take a little bit of expertise, a little bit of know-how. So how many dinosaur transformers do you have? I seem to have, if we call this guy 3, I think it's 51. There's probably 1 or 2 knocking about here that I just haven't considered. I'm not sure what they are. The things I didn't consider were dragons, of course, because they're mythological. It would be nice if we had dragons and they ever existed. But they don't, and they didn't. So that's a terrible shame. That is a terrible shame. Auto assembly isn't far. I'm very excited. I'm wearing a green t-shirt. I'm going to see you there. And it's auto assembly season, so now I'm definitely back. And you'll get at least one thing of a week. One thing per week. That's what I'm looking for. It's a bit hot, and I'm getting old. Ladies and gentlemen, Ray, signing out.
Now that's